Crow doesn't edit shit anymore.
Crow's useless. All right, ready, Greg?
No clap.
You don't need to, do you?
Oh yeah, we do. Kind of fun. And clap. Welcome back to Beer, Gambling, and Podcast. We are two white guys.
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Perfect time.
Fortnite.
All right, you want to just
All right,
cut the
podcast
over.
cut.
Back to Fortnite, baby.
Fortnite.
All right, can you get the headset? Is it over there? I can use the
I
headset.
can't reach it.
Oh, it is over there, though. But yeah, we've been gone for a while now. It was like 3 weeks
Nobody's
ago.
fault. He got injured. Nobody's fault.
I couldn't walk for a long time, and it made it really hard to record even though I sit down. My leg, you know.
It's a tough job. Everybody says it's tough.
It's been hard. It's been real hard. But yeah, we're back and we're excited for this episode. I know Greg got some amazing content for us, even though I have no idea what he's going to say.
And Finn said he had the best question ever to be asked. Let's hear it.
Tits or ass?
I mean,
not even close.
Yeah, I agree with the audience.
All right, but I first and foremost, I want to address the elephant in the room.
This bullshit again, man.
What's going on, Greg?
Hey, man.
How you been lately?
What's up?
Greg has been not doing well.
Not been my week.
He's having a tough week. Lions lost last week, obviously, to the Packers.
Yeah.
Rough loss. But Greg just learned that he is.
We don't need to share this, man. We don't need to share this to the world.
Sorry, never mind. I didn't mean it.
Fuck you, man.
I wanted like to do a little flashback and like reminisce on our high school days, Greg.
That was when I peaked.
What was your favorite part of high school?
Well, my high school was more focused on like fucking with people than anything else. So my favorite part was like getting teachers to quit. That was a good time.
How'd you pull that off?
Well, one time I organized an event, and in that event we had water balloons, and some teacher was yucking shit. She was tossing shit at kids, but then some kids started to go up to her and like pop shit over her head and started chucking shit at her.
Yeah.
And then she went, grabbed a box, and walked out of the school and never came back.
How was that even possible?
We had one teacher, he was only there for a year. He got in a car accident one morning.
What the fuck are you wearing, boy?
You.
Doesn't even come in front of the camera.
You look gross.
You're wearing a vest and a button down and
That
sweatpants.
is just disgusting. You are in your 20s, asshole. But we.
Good point, Gary. Good point.
But,
I think my favorite part of high school was like the lunch, like cafeteria days. I think one of the most hilarious things that ever happened at lunch is that people used to just mess with everyone at their table and come back and just like put ranch in people's backpacks or like just somebody would just get like Gary used to get milk cartons, and people would always make fun of him because he would be drinking like a milk carton at lunch. And then one time he came back with his milk carton and someone just grabbed it and threw it in the trash. And Gary went back and grabbed, I don't know, it was like ketchup or was it ranch? He just grabbed a ranch and just put it, what did you put it in their bag?
I put it in Sam's, like, you know, the water bottle thing?
Oh, the water bottle holder? Yeah, he put it in his water bottle and just smashed the shit out of it in his backpack. But every day he would come to lunch and someone would do something and then the instant comment would be, we're not even. And then the next day or like 10 minutes later you would expect someone to just get absolutely clown.
Damn.
But yeah, no, high school was fun. When I was actually cool.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I was ever actually cool. I was just fat and people talked to me.
Because you were fat or because you were funny?
It's fat. Okay. But I have something I want to talk about. Did you see that real life Squid Games got made?
By Mr. Beast?
Netflix made a series that's real life Squid Games.
Like where people actually die?
And people don't actually die, but they like get eliminated and they're fined for $4.5 million.
Really? Can I be on it?
Dude, it is the funniest thing I have
Is it
ever
actually
watched.
funny?
It is hilarious.
They speak Korean?
In the first, no, it's Americans.
Not Squid Game, man. Fake.
In the first 10 minutes, we showed like a 60-year-old lady, and she's like, I mean, what does it feel like to pay off your car loan? What does it feel like to pay off your house? And then 2 seconds later, it shows her getting out. That shit is fucked up.
How is she supposed to say what it feels like if she didn't do it?
She doesn't know. She was like hoping to win the prize.
She's like, oh, she's so hyped.
Everybody was like hopeful. They always show people with like the saddest stories, like some broke bitches can't pay for shit, and then they're like, oh, here's them getting eliminated. It's awful. One software engineer started crying because he had to like make a decision for the cutout things. You know those little like cookies?
Yeah.
He's one of the people who had to make the decision. He almost puked, and he was sitting there like, and was crying because they forced him to get an umbrella.
Bro, that's the one, like the last level, right? The hardest one.
Yeah, umbrella's the hardest one.
That show, I didn't really watch all of it. I watched some of it. I just have a hard time like watching shows in a different language.
That's fair, because like
either you watch it in English and you watch their lips like move and not say
wrong.
the right words,
And the
or you
voice
watch
actors
it in
are
a
ass.
different thing and you have to be paying attention and not ever like go on your phone or anything. Like, I'm like notorious for just going on my phone when I'm watching TV.
I watched it with people talking in English, and it was ass. The voice actors were horrible.
Yeah.
But the fucking reality show was gorgeous.
It's bad.
Every single person's like, I'm just trying to support my family. I don't know where my next meal's coming from. Then it's like, oh, you moved during red light, green light.
Eliminated.
So
It was
funny.
like they're fighting for their lives out there,
Yeah.
but they're actually not.
Everybody's taking a shot at glory.
I'm surprised not all of them were like, I lost all my money gambling. I just need to go back. I need to like win it now. This is like gambling, I guess. Squid Game.
I guess it
Gambling.
kind of is. You're gambling with your body.
Their life. What do you like? I feel like if you make a real life Squid Game, you have to like lose something when you lose. Like that would be more fun. Because I don't like the like the TV shows where you're like fighting for a prize and you lose and it's like, oh, you didn't get the prize. They should make it like, oh, you didn't win, like cut off your hand or something like that. You know? If you didn't win, somebody has to pay for the show.
That's true. It
I
would
don't
be
wanna
better
wa-
TV.
Like, why would I want to watch it if they just lose and they're like, oh, I guess I just go off the show. Like, why not like put them in a cage for like a month with no food or
I
something?
kind of like that. Like a Mr. Beast challenge.
Yeah, exactly.
You see the backlash Mr. Beast has been getting?
For what?
He'll like cure blindness in people, and people are like, actually, that's
Well,
bad.
I don't think it's possible to cancel him because I think he's given away or used. He doesn't even like. Have you seen the videos of him talking about how he uses his money? Like he reinvests
just-
every dollar that he
everything.
makes back into his channel.
But
And,
everyone
like, he gives
hates
away
on him.
money to everyone.
He made wells in Africa, and people got mad at him. I don't
You
get it.
can't win. You can't win in the world. I want to talk about. I just started coaching a freshman boys basketball team, and I want to talk about like the TikTok influence on like 12-year-olds. How old are they? 14-year-olds. Like people are like hitting TikTok dances at basketball practice nowadays. Like I feel like that has to be a problem.
Yeah, that's gotta be a problem. Like,
Like-
are they saying any weird shit?
I mean, yeah, 14-year-old boys. I mean, what can you expect?
I know.
Also,
but,
they like I don't really know how to describe. That's why I wanted to reminisce on high school because I just don't remember being that weird.
Oh no,
like
I feel
that
like we were
kid.
definitely weird.
I mean, I just wish I could go back and like meet myself in high school and be like, wow, that dude is just a pleb, like loser.
I feel like me in high school would be amazed at what I became.
Yeah, what if
Gambling
you-
addict.
As in like proud or just sad?
Well, I was already an alcoholic.
In high school?
Yeah,
Good time.
probably sad at the gambling addict thing.
Nah. Didn't you say you never were gonna gamble?
I
Like
don't know.
sports bet? I'm pretty sure you said something.
Probably.
Greg.
Thank God I didn't. I'm up $700.
It's a good point. The casino has done bad things, but the sports betting is honestly easy.
You just pick the winners and then you win.
I mean, it's pretty simple to just be like, oh, that team's gonna win, and pick and vote bet on them, right, Griffin?
Yeah.
That's why you're up.
Yeah. You gotta just pick the spreads of NBA every day and then you win one.
Eventually you'll win one. right?
You win one. You're due.
On the coaching topic, though, did you ever have like a coach that you just like hated, or like a coach that was just really bad?
I had a basketball coach whose son was on the team, and
That'll do it.
we were in playoffs one year. His son was in all but 1 minute. He had 1 point.
This is
I was-
basketball.
Yeah, I was in for the last minute. I got fouled. I made 2 free throws. Easy
I
dub.
outscored him.
Easy dub. That guy- that guy was a dick.
Coach's kid was just getting buckets out there.
He was not getting buckets.
What year was that? Freshman year?
It was freshman year.
I think like most high school coaches that aren't at the varsity level are coaching for the entire fact that their kid goes to the high school and they want them to be able to play.
Yeah, it's fair because I don't think he would have played on any other team. And every single one of our plays was like, get him the ball.
Get him the ball so we can go.
Yeah, so he can miss.
So we can go get his 1 point and move on with his
It
life.
was actually fucking horrible.
My dad was my baseball coach in like middle school, and I was like, I always questioned why I was on the team. Even though I thought I was good, but it's always like it's funny to like be on a team and have your dad be the Griffin. Are you playing blackjack right now?
Yeah.
boy.
It's the Beer Gambling Podcast. Yeah.
Somebody's got to do
Fair,
it.
true.
I could be gambling, but my phone,
But
unfortunately,
you got the
is-
beer.
True. So it sounds like you need to start doing the podcast. So I'm doing the beer. He's
That's
doing the
true.
gambling.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
Alright, I'm not gonna talk for like the next 10 minutes. I'm just gonna let Greg.
It's all
ramble.
me.
Greg, give a speech or like do stand up or something.
Fairness, I probably could ramble for a long time. Do you actually want me to ramble?
Yeah, what are you gonna ramble about?
Let's think of something funny from my life. One time in high school,
Here we go.
after a hockey game, we lost real close. I didn't play hockey, but I got mad and I punched a wall because we lost. Like, we made a shot, but it was the second after. But I punched a wall. I broke my hand and I never got it fixed. But then after that, somebody, one of the kids I knew, he had fucked some other kid's girlfriend, and so we had to go to a fight in the local park, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, watching two little white guys fight is the funniest thing you will ever see in history. It is literally like people not, all they're trying to do is not get hit. They don't give a shit about throwing punches. They just don't want to get hit. So it's two guys who walk at each other and then just do this the entire time. We were there for 10 minutes. No one landed a single punch. And then somebody screamed, "Cop!" and everybody sprinted.
I know Kyle and Griffin are laughing in the background right now because they had an actual fight night at their high school where they went down an alley and they just like grouped up all their high school friends and had like a boxing night with like gloves. You guys have headgear?
Yeah.
Did anyone wear it?
We wore mouth guards at least.
Oh, I
yeah.
mean,
Soft.
but they,
Yeah.
but
Kids.
didn't he?
Oh,
like,
he kicked my ass.
Yeah.
Really?
I
Who
don't
were
think
you
I threw a
fighting?
punch.
Me. He was fighting
Oh,
me.
you guys fought each other?
Yeah.
Shit.
Griffin
I
just
literally,
fucking
I
mollywhopped him.
surrendered and he punched me in my stomach, knocked the wind out of me. We have it in video. I'm just like kneel onto the floor.
I think Justin was scheduled to fight, and he's like,
He backed
his
out.
excuse is that he was going to the Nets game that night.
Okay. That's
Like, why schedule the fight if you're gonna go to the Nets game?
Yeah,
You
that
should have
sounds
known
like
ahead
a
of time.
good
Sounds like you scheduled it as a cop out.
That is pretty soft.
You ever gotten in a fight, Greg? No.
No, I've been close a bunch of times. Been punched by a bouncer. Almost got in a fight with an Ohio State guy, but then his friend who was like 7'2" walked up and we kind of shook hands and left.
7'2".
Yeah, that dude was big. You remember that? You were there with me.
What day was this?
We were walking back from our first Ohio State game, yeah.
Oh, when it was snowing.
And I was talking shit to a dude, and he's like, "Why are people talking shit to me?" I'm like, "Cause you're an Ohio State fan in Michigan, and we just beat you for the first time in 11 years."
Mm-hmm.
And then talking shit. Shit started escalating, and then his friend pulled up, and he was very calm and like 7 foot tall. So I said, "All right, have a good day."
See you later, man. Oh, this is. I put the time. Name a time your parents were the most mad at you when you were a kid.
Apparently, when I was like little, I destroyed our furnace.
How?
I was playing with sand in the front room, and I started pouring it down the furnace vent.
That's when they knew you were gonna be a smart kid.
Yeah, that's when I knew I was a genius. What about you? When's the maddest your parents got at you?
My high school girlfriend, me and her, like, made this devious plan where I was going to sneak out of my house and crawl through her window and, like, spend the night at her house.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, my parents installed a Ring doorbell the day before this happened. So I walked out of my house, got in my car, drove to her house, like, snuck through her window. Her parents weren't even home, so I could have walked to the front door, but we were, like, testing it out or whatever.
It's kind of more fun to sneak through the window.
Yeah. And whatever happened, I left, because I needed to get home before my parents woke up and they're going to work the next day. So I left their house at I left her house at like 5 a.m. or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I drive to my house and I park my car or whatever. I go inside and I see the Ring doorbell as I'm walking in and I'm like, oh fuck, I'm screwed. So I sprint to my room, like go like fake sleep. As soon as I get in my bed, I hear my parents just coming straight down the stairs. And I'm like, oh fuck. Like, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
So they walked in my room and I was fake sleeping. So they opened the door and then they like looked at me like fake sleeping and then left and then went to Maggie's room, my sister, and then they went in her room and I'm sure they were like, did you just like come home or whatever? And they were like, no. And she was like, no. So they came back in my room and they like opened the door. They go, I think it was just my mom. My dad was upstairs. She goes, come upstairs right now. And I was like, oh my God. So then I went upstairs and they were like, what the hell were you doing? Yada, yada, yada. And I should have just said, like, I was going to a party or whatever, and I, like, just got back. Like, I hadn't been drinking or whatever, and, like, you could breathalyze me or whatever, but I literally told them the truth. And they were like, basically they made me, even though their parents weren't home, they made me like go over there, tell them that I went over there behind their back, like spent the night, like all this shit, and I was like, oh my god.
Jesus.
And then I don't think I was allowed to see her for like a month or something like that, and I was like, all right, well.
Goddamn.
They were fucking pissed though. My dad's like, he's like one of those people that's like you shouldn't be sleeping around with people, like blah blah blah. Like you're not married, you're not like in a serious relationship. Even though I mean, it was, the problem was it was like not that long into the relationship, and that kind of like made it seem like it was just like a fucking dick around.
Yeah.
But also another story on this along the same lines. God, I'm such a fucking idiot. I was hooking up with this girl in high school, and I put a mattress in the back of my bed of my car, and like turned it into like a bed pretty much, and like had pillows and shit in there. And after one of like the Friday night football games, we drove. I was hooking up with this girl at the time, and I like drove I drove her like to some church parking lot, and we fucked around or whatever and did our thing. But then I was driving home, and my like tire pressure light and my like check engine light came on. So I was like, fuck, like my car is fucked. So I called my dad, and I was like, Dad, my car is fucked. Like I don't know, without thinking about what the fuck was in the back of my car. So I drive in the driveway, and he's walking out, and I'm like, oh fuck. I realized it right as I got there. So then he's like walking up to the front window of my car, and I'm just like talking to him or whatever. And he was like, do you have a tire pump in your car? And I was like, I don't think so. He's like, all right, let me check the back. And he opens the door, and he's like, what the fuck is this? And I'm just like, oh no. That shit was terrible. The thing is my parents didn't like punish me like horribly. I feel like other people had way worse punishments than I did. But I just felt like shit. Like, just got clowned by my parents. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's
just
crazy.
fucking around.
Caught him with that situation. I can't believe you called him to it.
No, exactly. That's the thing. I could have easily just like, this was before the Ring doorbell, thank God. I could have just carried the shit inside.
Yeah.
And like been like, oh, by the way, my car's fucked. But I called him on the way home because I was tweaking that my car was gonna blow up or something.
Jesus. You know, one time I drove back from a party and my brakes stopped like working fully.
What?
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, it's a red light.
No, I literally was going 10 miles an hour the entire 30-minute
so you could like
drive
slow
back.
down if you needed to.
Because the brakes, like you pushed the brakes in, like with a normal amount, they didn't work. You had to go all the way to the floor, and then they'd start to work.
That's.
And I was coming back.
How did you obviously you were alive, so you didn't get in that. Well, I guess you could have gotten in there.
Oh, I the only thing that went poorly aside from the brakes not working was I didn't turn my turn signal on at a red light downtown, and a cop pulled me over. And I'm like,
with no brakes.
He's like, why didn't you turn? I think he expected to see me drunk.
Oh, well, I mean that wouldn't have been that far fetched.
But then because I was scared because I went to a party, I didn't tell my parents for a week. So for a week I was just driving around with no brakes.
Oh yeah, mom and dad was like, my brakes are broken. Yeah. Like, why would they think you're at a party if your brakes don't work? I feel like that's just like a.
Well, like I was scared because I was at a party, you know.
Was there like anything that led up to that would make you think that your brakes were gonna like stop working soon? Like,
no, nothing at all. I just like I was driving back and it didn't work.
I'm gonna explain to you exactly what happened. You play your music too loud. Your brakes were probably squeaky as fuck, and you didn't hear them because your music was too loud, and then your brakes were fucked.
Well, it was the entire way back, so.
Was it your Honda Odyssey?
It was my Honda Civic from 2002, so the music couldn't be that loud.
Oh, I guess that's fair. Not loud enough. Bro, my turn signal just broke, and it's the most annoying shit ever.
How does your
turn out,
turn signal break?
Just doesn't stop. It's like, sounds like the Beavers, bro. Shit's insane. It doesn't shut up.
The Beavs. Oh, did you hear about that airplane pilot who was high on shrooms and tried to crash a plane?
Tried to crash?
Yeah.
Did he try to crash it, or was he just high on shrooms?
He tried to crash it, and he was high on shrooms.
Really?
He was like...
How the fuck did that happen?
He was visiting with another pilot who was like actually flying the plane while he was high on shrooms, and he just took the thing and tried to like veer it down.
Was like the devil talking to him? Like,
I don't know, man. He's on shrooms.
Crash the plane.
I don't know what happens on shrooms.
Yeah, true. We should start doing shrooms. You know?
I don't. If it makes me crash a plane, I don't think I want to.
Well, realistically, when are you ever gonna be able to fly a plane? It's not like you're a
If
fucking
I'm on
pilot.
shrooms, apparently
You're gonna minor in piloting?
Minor in piloting. I wish I'd done pilot school and waged in this bullshit.
It's actually kind of true. I want to talk about secondhand embarrassment.
Mm,
Do you think secondhand embarrassment could be worse than firsthand embarrassment?
possibly.
Sometimes, like
I mean, in fairness, usually I'm the one who people get secondhand embarrassment from.
that's definitely true.
Yeah.
That is definitely 100% true. I don't even. It just like it makes me feel worse. Like I'd rather be like under fire than be like, oh fuck, like one of my friends is like being an idiot.
Yeah. Nice cover up there. Big
Yeah,
save.
my bad. It's pretty impressive actually.
But yeah, secondhand embarrassment, I feel like it's terrible. You just feel bad because it's like, what do I do in this situation?
Like Vishal, for example, is supposed to do like a stand-up routine, which we still need to plan for like random people. And like I don't even know if I'll be able to sit there and laugh at it because I'll just feel like embarrassed for like the situation. Even though you probably will be less embarrassed than me. You don't give a shit.
Yeah, I feel like he won't care.
But like, I honestly I would only feel secondhand embarrassment if I thought that like somebody else was feeling embarrassment.
It's fair.
Like I don't think like when you say what you say that you feel embarrassed. So like most of the time I'm like I don't give a shit what Greg says. Like if he's embarrassed, then I would
That's fair.
obviously feel embarrassed. But like when you see someone like disastrously embarrassed by something, you just like almost feel bad for them. Like it just feels horrible.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
That is a tough situation.
This is also I guess this is kind of embarrassing. I wrote on here, I put scamming isn't illegal with 3 question marks. And the context of this has everything to do with this photo right here.
This boy.
By this boy,
This
Gary.
beautiful boy.
So this person, I don't know who they are, basically asked Garrison for his M card photo when he was trying to give them a ticket or buy a ticket. Buy a ticket? You're trying to buy a ticket?
You're trying to sell a ticket, right?
He's trying to sell a ticket just to confirm that he went to Michigan. So they asked for this, a picture of him with his M card. But instead of using the ticket that he was giving them, they went around and they used this photo to go ahead and scam like multiple people. I'm sure like over 1,000, like thousands of dollars worth of tickets in the last like year and a half. And the only reason this came up to me is because recently one of my friend's roommates got scammed by someone that was impersonating Garrison for like $400 for an OSU ticket, and I was like, oh fuck, like that sucks. Like, so I was like, I texted Garrison like, what can he do about it? And he was sending me these emails that he got from the police and like what they were saying, and basically what it was saying was like, we can't do anything about it. Like, sorry, like we just hope that they find someone else and like start scamming them soon. Scamming against them soon. It's pretty much what the email said. So I was like, so you can literally just scam people, and the police won't do anything about it. Like and then I was like. Then I wrote in parentheses, we should probably start a scamming business.
Yeah, honestly, I'm trying to make a few extra dollars.
I mean, who's
here
going
and
to
there.
pay for spring break?
Make a little bit of bread. Sounds like Gary's selling a few more tickets here.
Yeah, Gary, thanks for the picture, my boy.
Yes, sir. Easy.
Hate to be the 4th person to impersonate you. That's actually crazy.
I was thinking about the other day.
Yeah.
What if, you know how blind people sometimes like feel faces? Like to see what people look like?
Yeah.
Imagine somebody just feels your face and they're like, ew! Imagine
like
a blind person
you're
talking
so ugly,
shit.
not even a blind person would fucking talk to you. That would be crazy.
That would be the most
I
demoralizing
also just don't
thing.
like people touching my face that much.
But like, if that's their only way to see what you look like,
Imagine
you
it,
gotta
like just the
understand
blind
it.
person like reach out to you and just go, bitch. Get your hands away from me.
I'm about to start fake it being blind just so I can do that.
Someone want to start playing Fortnite over here to
Yeah,
make our
please.
podcast more exciting?
I just couldn't imagine that. Some blind person walks up to you, feels your face, and is like, that is gross!
They probably feel your mustache.
Ew! Well, they like the mustache.
You think so?
Everybody likes the mustache.
Like being blind from birth, like, what would they be like? They feel in normal people's faces, they don't have any facial hair, but they feel your face. They're like,
Ah. Yeah, they want to understand.
it's relaxing.
Do you get taught about mustaches as a blind person?
Probably not.
Do blind people turn on their lights at home?
That is a great question.
These are the real questions.
These are the things we should be discussing more often.
Because I feel like you go to a blind person's house, there's no way they got the lights on if it's dark out.
Does
What would be the point?
Does it matter?
Why would they waste electricity like that?
They probably don't even have lights.
It's possible.
Like,
If your lights aren't working, lights.
What
The
light?
fuck?
What lights? That's crazy. Oh, you know what blind people could get down with? Owning birds. Because they can talk back to them.
I mean, they're blind. They can talk to anyone.
Yeah, but you know, like, they can't see that. If they had, like, a dog, it's like, oh, dog.
Oh, yeah, you might, like, poke it in the eye trying to pet it or something.
I mean, like, and you can't really find it. But if you're like, yo, bird, and they're just like, yo, bird. Like, you know?
So you're saying get a bird, say yo bird.
No, actually, I put owning birds on here because I know you have birds.
Fucking hate birds, man. Fucking hate birds.
Would you think, like, when you look at Greg, would you think that, like, his parents would own birds?
The answer's probably no.
Let's take an audience vote.
All 10 viewers.
No.
Does he look like a bird?
Would he?
Do I look like I own birds?
Own birds?
Would he look like his parents would own birds?
No, honestly. It look like they'd own like farm animals.
Maybe.
Hey,
Yeah,
fuck
maybe.
you, man.
Like, it's a farm stash.
Fuck you, man.
That's a tractor stash.
Nope. Sexy stash.
Tractor man.
But they do own birds. Got them from my dead grandparents, so thanks for that, asshole.
Shout out your grandparents.
Yeah, dead as hell.
They're attending Juice WRLD concerts. Didn't they die before you were born?
No.
When
They've
were
all
they-
died in the last like 6 years.
Okay, we don't need to talk about that. R.I.P. though.
Thanks for bringing that up, though.
R.I.P. though.
You see that dude, remember when Tyreek Hill did that flip on the sideline and grabbed somebody's camera?
Yeah.
That dude got fired.
Really?
That dude.
Oh, I think I saw a TikTok about that. I don't think I think I swiped right through it, but
That dude straight
he
up.
just got fired. Was
Yeah.
it Tyreek Hill's cameraman, right?
It was just an NFL Miami
So
Dolphins
random.
cameraman.
Oh shit.
And he was friends with Tyreek Hill, but Tyreek went up, grabbed his phone, and they said, "You celebrated too much after Tyreek did that, so you're fired." It's crazy.
Imagine like you care too much about your job, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that just sucks, man.
Yeah.
I mean, they're friends.
Have you ever got fired before?
No.
I think every job I've worked, I just quit.
Yeah, what would I get fired from? Cracker Barrel?
Being fat? Oh,
Not fair.
no, I don't know. I feel like getting fired from a job takes a lot of fucking work.
Yeah.
Because, like, everyone's fighting for employees.
Yeah.
I guess, like, shitter jobs. Maybe, like, real jobs where, like, you actually have to do stuff.
I knew some people who got fired from, like, when I worked at B-Dubs.
Really? Where they just useless.
They would, like, show up drunk or...
Well, I can't
like
believe they
that.
fired them.
I know, it's crazy.
They're actually dedicated to the
Yeah,
craft.
some people actually cared.
At least they were testing the beer before they served it.
Amen. No, they're probably drinking natties out back.
Have you seen the app that like allows you? I don't know if it's actually a thing, but I've seen like random bits about it. That like it lets you invest in athletes.
What?
Like you basically like buy shares of like say like Patrick Mahomes, and if he plays well, like you can sell the shares for like more money, right?
Okay,
Like,
so it's sports betting, but labeled as investing.
but it's like instead of it being like, oh, I bet on Mahomes this week and he played good and you make money from it, it's like, oh, he played good this week, but if he plays bad next week, you go down. But if you keep holding on to him, then eventually, like, if he plays well a couple games in a row, then you, like, can cash out.
Yeah, but in fairness, you expect every single player's stock to go down. Because as they
As
age,
they
they
get
get
older.
worse, yeah.
But, like, what about the 18-year-olds, like the rookies that come in the league?
I mean, those are solid bets. Like, if you bet CJ Stroud would be fire right now.
Yeah, but what if you bet Bryce Young?
Ooh, ooh.
You're probably bankrupt.
You're empty.
But wouldn't that be kind of, I mean, it's a cool concept. I just want to buy, like, it just seems weird to just be, like, able to just
buy people.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
It seemed kind of
Yeah.
off book. I didn't mean that.
I give you permission.
Oh, thanks, Michelle.
Okay, I got a fucking crazy topic here, which I don't want us to talk about. I don't know how it made this, but the exact wording is thinking about defending school shootings. Anybody got any idea what I was thinking
Can
there?
somebody give us some...
I need some explanation first.
That's all I wrote. I think I had a joke at the time, but I forgot it by now.
That's one of the craziest...
No, oh my god.
All right,
It's
you
not
got
what
it.
I thought it was.
How you would defend against a school shooting.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was thinking like in high school, did you
Oh
ever think
my
about like
God.
if a school shooter walks in here, would you like
Thinking about-
Hero play.
Thinking about...
Yeah, it was the
Thinking about-
exact opposite.
Lockdown drills?
We did
Huh?
the lockdown
Yeah,
drills.
you don't have lockdown.
You can't practice
Yeah,
being
but
lockdown
that's
drills.
You can't practice
that's
being a
just being
fucking
scared,
superhero in
yeah.
a lockdown drill.
Gotta
You
make a
just-
hero play.
I would like you were thinking like maybe
You're
in
like,
the class-
let me out, I'm going in the hallway. Boop, boop.
Like maybe you're in the class with the girl you liked, you know, at the
Like
time in
jumping
high
front-
school.
like
And
jumping
And you were
front of
thinking
it.
like, all right, my time, baby, my time. Take a chance, take a
go
shot,
Sherry it.
get shot, get your brain
It's
blown
like
out.
they're just shooting and you just go.
Oh, I was thinking like hold the door and then they put the gun through and you're like, ah.
You hit him with like a crazy karate play.
Quick question.
Yeah.
When you're practicing, who's playing the shooter?
Well, I wasn't practicing. I was like daydreaming. Did you guys never daydream about that shit?
Of course.
Defending school shootings, like
Dude, I had a
actually
really bad-
defending against school shootings. What I should have wrote. I was sitting here lost for a second. I'm like, what was the joke here?
Like, I don't even know if we want to discuss this. Bro, I had a dream. Maybe it was a dream. It definitely was a dream. I had a dream once that basically, remember when like the clowns are running around like
Yeah.
killing people or like with like knives and shit? I had a dream that like my school was like invaded by clowns. And I woke up the next day and I was driving and I saw there was a clown in Saline. And I saw a clown and I was like, there's no way. I thought I was having deja vu. That shit was wild.
Dude, I remember at that point I ran. I know it's hard to believe, but at that
You
point
could run?
I was a runner. I was moving, but
Slow
I had
or
a 3-mile run in the woods, and it started getting dark. And obviously I didn't drive, so I needed my parents to pick me up at the end. And I remember the whole time I was fucking running, I was just horrified that a clown was gonna jump out and attack me.
Yeah, bro, that shit was wild. I just don't like clowns either, so that makes it 10 times worse. But
Yeah, I'm not a clown fan either. You wanna know what I was thinking about?
you're not a fan of scary things in general,
Yeah.
especially movies.
I cannot watch movies with
Have you
demons.
seen It?
Yeah, I watched It and It Too. I
You
watched
think-
It
you
Too
think they
with
were
Nick.
scary?
I'm dead serious. And It Too, I spent like half the time doing this.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, it sounds like
What movie was
Smile,
that?
doesn't it?
Smile. We should watch that movie again.
Fuck no, not a chance in
Gary,
hell.
have you seen Smile?
Yeah, I was there with you. It was
Oh,
us
you were.
four.
Oh, it was us four?
Well,
That was
Five Nights at
horrible.
Freddy's one was terrifying, right?
Yeah, Five Nights at
I
Freddy's,
fucking
had me
hated that
crying.
movie. I'm not gonna lie.
That shit was beautiful. What are you talking about?
I really like.
When they made the fort, that was awesome.
Oh yeah, true. And they were tickling her.
Yeah.
And honestly,
Oh, they're tickling me.
it honestly looked like she was getting gangbanged by Five Nights at Freddy's characters. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out the movie script person, but
Yeah, that was crazy.
that was pretty brilliant. Make the little child look like she's getting gang raped by a group of what are those things called?
animatronics.
To be fair, they're also children. So.
Yeah.
Oh, they used
Oh,
to
yeah,
be.
legal age.
Back in the day, they were children.
They're just trying to pull a Josh Giddey on her.
Shout out Josh Giddy, that boy.
Yeah, my guy. Did you see that girl who went? There was like DJs playing somewhere. There were like a group of two, and she went to the front and held up a picture of an Eiffel Tower.
Bro,
Bro, that was
was that John
John
Summit?
Simon.
Yeah.
They
John
do it at every
Summit.
concert.
Yeah.
Right in front of us. there was
Eiffel
one.
Tower's is a joke there now because his mom didn't understand it or something like that.
That's fire.
Yeah, that shit's hilarious.
Also, did you Oh, I thought of a way to W hate. Like,
Oh,
if you
shit.
want to hate on somebody, this is the best way to do it. Sign them up for the communist mailing list. You sign that boy up for the Communist Party mailing
One
list.
background check and they're fucked.
They're gone.
They're fucked.
That is fire. That's like the best way to do anything.
Best way to do anything: sign people up.
Sign people up for the communist mailing list. You don't like somebody?
Boom.
Communist
see you
mailing
later.
list.
I wrote down best things to say to a girl when they're angry. And I was thinking like, are you on your period? Like, chill out.
Shut the fuck up.
Like, imagine they're like, get yelling at you and you hit them with like, it's not that deep, something like that. Or what's it called?
I was gonna think of who are you bringing?
What?
Who are you bringing?
Who are you bringing? Who are you bringing?
No.
I know what you're saying. He doesn't understand it. What is it? I'll go my own way. I'll go my own. I'll stay on my own path. Like, imagine. I think I made a TikTok about this one time. I was like, top 5 things to say to your girlfriend when she's mad at you. It's like, yo, you just need to chill out. Or like, it's just you can make people so mad for just no reason. Like, especially when they're already mad. And I think that's the most fun thing in the world is just like making people mad.
Yeah. I do enjoy it.
But back on the blind thing, I wrote down to rate the top 5 senses,
Top 5 senses?
like in order.
I feel like sight's gotta be first.
Think so?
Yeah, I put sight, then hearing. Those are my top 2.
You
Easy.
need both of those, yeah. I think the least is smell.
Yeah,
5 is
100%.
smell. You can't
Taste,
taste.
I put taste at 3.
I would, yeah, because you're fat. I would
Yeah.
put taste at. No, okay, I would take it.
No, that makes sense. Taste at
I would
3.
put taste at 3 too. What is it, touch? No, I would put.
Touch or smell. I feel like I like the feeling of some things, you know. I prefer
what?
touch over. I mean, I like the feelings of some things, you know.
To some things.
Some things.
Yeah.
I put touch over smell because like half the time you smell shit, it smells bad.
That is true. And I guess taste. You could say the same thing though.
No, because usually I eat things. Would you eat things you dislike a lot?
Yeah, you can't choose what you smell, right?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Like if somebody rips ass, you can be like, whatever.
It's true. Yeah, smell is definitely 5. Smells 100% 5. When I had COVID the first time, God, I've had COVID a lot. I'm like a COVID super fan.
It's good.
Healthy.
Healthy.
When I had COVID the first time, I lost my taste and smell for like probably like a month.
Mm-hmm.
But like as it was coming back, everything would smell good again, but my taste buds were just destroyed. So one time I got Starburst jelly beans,
Yeah.
which are good, right?
These are fire.
And I started eating them, and I was like, these things taste like shit, like actual shit. And I was like, what the hell? So then I like tried something else, and it tasted like shit too. But it was like different. Like they all tasted different, but they didn't taste good. So like nothing I ate would ever taste good at all. And I was like, this is the weirdest thing ever.
That is weird.
And it was horrible because I didn't fucking eat because of it. Because everything was disgusting. It's so weird. We didn't turn the lights on.
I need that.
This whole thing is gonna be dark. I didn't
Hey.
realize that.
Lights.
Yeah.
Lights.
You might.
Lights.
An hour
sure
into the bit.
Thanks, man.
I actually don't know how long we've been talking for.
I don't know either.
Yep.
I have a
So
top
what
5 for
happened?
you though.
Oh, what is it?
Top 5 jobs to be drunk at.
Well, I guess number 1 is heavy machinery driver.
Mm-hmm.
Number
I
2
was
is
thinking
probably
NASCAR.
Uber.
Yeah.
Yeah, NASCAR's good. NASCAR, Uber, probably like a forklift operator.
Yeah.
Amusement park operator.
I feel like those people are never drunk. They're always high though. What are they called?
The people that like run the roller coasters.
It ends with an E.
Don't you just like click the button and like people go?
And you have to do safety checks, make sure they don't fall out of their seats. You know?
They don't
Who
care.
gives a shit?
They don't care. Carney.
Who?
Carney.
That's what they're called.
Yeah.
A carny.
Yeah.
Sounds.
Because usually they work at like
Yeah.
carnivals.
See that would make sense.
And
A
those people
clown?
are-
Imagine
people
being a
are always
clown
on
drunk.
something. Clown drunk. I'd like at a kid's birthday party. That'd be fire.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
What are the like actual though best jobs you could be
Like
drunk
not
at?
involving driving
Yeah.
or operating heavy machinery.
Probably
Probably, like,
podcasting.
But being like a waitress, wouldn't that be kind of fun? I mean, you probably spill or drop stuff. But never mind, that wouldn't be that fun.
Yeah, no, and I feel like people would get mad at you more.
Chef, like grilling. Grilling is fun. When you're
Chef
drunk.
would be good. Chef would be solid.
And also, food tastes better when you're drunk. So like when you're taste testing.
You
your
have
food.
taste testers. Wine connoisseurs.
See now that
Sommeliers, is that what they're called?
sommeliers don't even drink the wine; they spit it out.
Spit it out. Boring.
They don't even care about getting drunk. They don't even. They're not dedicated. What
What's
else?
the point of
What
wine?
else could you do when you're drunk? That'd be fun.
I
I feel like being a lawyer when you're drunk would be fun. Like,
just imagining the courtroom.
like
would
you
be
just pull
hilarious.
up, you just like, objection. I don't really know why, but I'm just objecting.
Sir, your witness is on the stand right now. Objection.
No, she's not.
Nuh-uh.
Madison mine.
I don't know this bitch.
That would be pretty funny. Shit. Oh, like someone that like greets people at, well, not greets people, like a fast food, like imagine being a fast food like window person that takes
Just
orders.
plastered.
That would be pretty funny. Like every person that comes up to the fucking.
What
Oh, how can I take your order?
What do you want?
What'd you say? What did you say?
What do you want? Man, just get something, man. Those Big
Are you
Macs
saying,
are
like-
fire.
Are you saying like drunk to like the point where you're like incompetent or like drunk to like tipsy like
I'd say like drunk. Like when
you're
you
fucked up?
Yeah, I'd say drunk.
Okay, well then yeah, probably that would be pretty fun.
That would be fun.
A bouncer, being a bouncer drunk would be pretty fun.
I feel like being a bouncer.
Where you going, bitch?
You're not getting in here, ugly ass.
I think being a bouncer and like bouncing girls would be pretty funny
It would be fun.
because they never had to like experience
It,
that.
yeah. Oh, this is a fake. I'm 23. This is a fake.
Nice fake. Go home.
Yeah, call the cops. See what happens.
Go home. Have a nice night. Oh really? ask. You don't give them their ID back. They're like, call the cops, see what they do, and then just cut their ID in half.
That'd be
Sure,
awesome.
real.
Yeah, this is real. Well, enjoy the 2-hour wait to DMV. That'd be awesome.
You like, come on in, and then you just cut the thing, and then you're like, let him in. He cut my ID. No, I didn't. Sure didn't.
No pick, no proof.
She's also inside, so why would I cut her ID if
Why
I
would I
let
cut
her
her
in?
ID if I let her in?
Exactly.
Makes no sense.
Does not make any sense. This is a crazy thing I wrote on here.
What'd you write?
Do you think that an average everyday civilian could cause a world war?
No.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
As a history major, I'm telling you no. Although kind of.
What's your
If
kind
what if you
of?
committed
Where's the
some
kind of
outlandish
this?
What
act?
you say, a regular everyday civilian, could they start a world war? They did. The guy who assassinated Franz Ferdinand, they were just like a group of young, like they were
World War
19.
I.
They were 19 years old. They were just fucking pissed off, ready to do.
Like,
some
what
shit.
about now?
That dude
In
was,
fairness-
that dude was sitting eating a fucking croissant, drinking a beer when the dude pulled up on the street with his wife and was like, "Hey,
Nah,
I
guess
got
that's
bullets
fair.
in this gun."
I guess that's
Did
fair.
it just some random dude on a whim.
Just shoot.
His
Just shoot.
friends all gave up. They failed. They tried and they failed the assassination. And that guy was so sad he went to get a drink and a bite to eat just to like feel better, I guess.
Even if,
And
like,
that was it?
And they
Even
rolled.
if
They
a random
rolled down the
person-
street he was on. He was like, "I."
We're sending it. What'd you say?
Even if a random person was able to do that today, I don't think that would start a world war. Because if it was just like a random person, not a nation doing it, I don't
Yeah.
think the nation's gonna.
Oh yeah, check the news tomorrow, buddy.
The context was prime.
Yeah, like in that
That's the
time when
prime
you have no
context.
like information or like everything has to spread like over.
Yeah.
Not.
In fairness, if
the
you were an
news.
American and you went to China right now and assassinated like Xi Jinping,
But how
it's
could you
like,
pull that off? Is what I'm saying. Like you're not just a fucking like assassin. You're an
I'm a
average
shooter.
everyday civilian.
You see me in basketball courts, man? I'm a shooter. That's
Like
all
I think
do.
like I'm trying to think of like a one way that it would. I think when I was writing that down, I was thinking about how I could start a world war, but I don't think I ever came up with anything like that concrete. You know.
That's a good thing to think about.
Explosive weaponry is legal in America. So I say you buy a rocket launcher in America. You can't take a plane because that
You
would
can
get
buy a
caught.
rocket launcher in America.
Yes, you can buy a rocket launcher.
Go to Texas.
Absolutely.
No way.
You get a rocket launcher, you get a boat, you pay the guy who captains the boat as much money as you need to basically take you through international
Not a regular
waters to the
person.
coast of China.
You
That
could
was
do
another
It
it.
would probably cost like a
Yeah.
couple grand. It wouldn't be
Nah, you could do it.
probably like 10K. If you got money in your bank account, you could probably pull it.
Yeah,
off.
I'm not
You're on
putting
the
hands
coast,
of blackjack and you
sneak
got
to
it.
Beijing, you know?
Pull up to Beijing.
Pull up to Beijing, you sneak the shit in a suitcase, you just
I feel like
come
you
up
could
off
start,
the
start a war
water.
with Russia way easier than you could start a war with China.
Yeah, that's kind of fair. And also,
But you
just
can't
be in
really get to
Alaska.
Russia like that.
Same
Alaska.
strategy, same
Alaska
strategy.
to
Yeah.
Russia is 2 minutes.
Yeah, but you have to get to like the fucking
You
capital.
jump and you're there.
Yeah, you're, you jump. Fly to Alaska, boat to Russia.
That's like one of the most militarized spots on the continent.
They won't see me hopping.
Girl, you can't jump. Stop
Why-
acting like you can
You
jump.
got
White
like
men
the,
can't
the
jump.
$5 plastic scuba gear.
Like
a little,
Just
a
like
little
some
pig
guys,
tube poking out
You can do it in the
water
summer. You
outside
can do it in the
of
summer if
60
it's nice.
Or just wait for the winter and it'll freeze over, you know?
You can walk.
Yeah, just walk
Walk.
across.
Next ice
Walk
age.
across the ocean.
Walk across the ocean that's definitely going to freeze in the winter.
Doesn't it not freeze because there's salt? in
Yeah,
the
it
water?
doesn't freeze.
It freezes when it gets really cold.
Oh, really
Yeah,
cool.
Just letting you know that.
Dude, just get
Plus it's north, so we're
get Alexander Ovechkin to just like carry you on
Yeah,
skates
let
on
him
the way
skate
to
me
Russia.
across.
Oh yeah, I know who Alexander Ovechkin
Bro, you
is.
bet on hockey every night.
What is the first name in your podcast? What's the first word?
Beer,
Beer.
Oh, what's the second?
gambling.
Gambling.
Fuck, what's the third?
Podcast.
God damn it. There's no sports in there? I thought there was
Oh,
sports
but
in
it's funny
there.
because Greg bets on the NHL. He's an NHL whisperer.
I haven't bet on them since like week 2 of the NHL because I lost everything.
That can't be true.
No, I definitely did. But I lost the bet probably.
Greg is not the NHL whisperer, that is
No.
for sure.
It's the opposite.
But no, I was thinking to myself, like, might as well start a world war.
Just like so you can
Just for
invest
fun.
in like war companies.
Yeah, so I can just invest in like BP and like, what's the one defense company that makes a lot of
Lockheed
defense?
Martin.
Yeah, that's right.
Lockheed Martin would be crazy.
Just like invest in them, like put all your money in it, and then just go nuke someone.
Yeah, that'd be huge. That'd be actually massive.
We should build a nuke in our house. Griffin.
Griffin?
I don't know if our basement's big enough.
Good point.
That's definitely the hardest part.
Backyard though.
Having enough room, yeah. Building it's not a problem. Just having enough
Just
space
having
for it.
enough. Backyard though.
Yeah.
It would
As
be
long
taller.
as Unit 1 wouldn't mind.
Would
you
it
know?
be
They-
taller-
They put up a
Yeah,
whole fight.
Would it be
fight
taller
back
than our
there.
house?
Would it be taller than our house? No, it would fit inside our living room for sure.
Really?
Then how's the basement not enough
Planes
space?
carry nukes.
That's
Yeah.
true,
How-
right?
tall do you think?
Yeah,
I don't know. I thought it was
At
looked like
least
the,
6
the,
foot.
it thought it looked like the spaceship in Despicable Me.
Honestly, it's got to be at least 6 foot because I know no country's getting destroyed by a 5'11" thing.
That's a good point, actually.
I don't even know if it
Napoleon was like 5'9".
Yeah, and he was French, so.
Okay.
Got him.
Yeah, that's crazy. Good point.
What would be your strategy in Squid Game?
What's the first thing that happens in Squid Game? Like, what's
First
the
thing was red
game?
light, green light.
How do you lose red light? Like, you have
No,
to get.
when they say red light, it's a children's game, dumbass.
Yeah, how people lost in that?
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking sad. They were like speaking a different language.
They were in the show. They were Korean, and then in the reality show.
Do people lose in red light, green light in the American version
Yes.
of the show?
Apparently, Michelle was telling me this yesterday. Apparently, like it acts like it's a 5-minute thing, but it's actually like 5 hours.
Like the show is?
No, like the red light, green light alone.
Oh.
So like one girl went into a squat during like in between red light and green light, and for 30 minutes she had to hold it, and eventually she gave up.
Damn.
Yeah. I don't know why you'd go in a squat. Even she was like, "Why did I go in a squat?" But then,
Because she's an idiot.
yeah.
You think anyone on that show actually has like?
But it made
a
it seem like she
realistic
gave up
plan?
after 20 seconds, but really she was sitting there for like 30, 40
You think
minutes.
when they were picking the cast for that show, they were like, let's find the most down bad people in the country.
They literally just wanted to find people that'd be like, "Oh, I feel bad for them," and then watch them lose. That was their game plan.
Do you feel bad for them, Greg?
Oh, I felt horrible for them, and then 10 seconds later, it's like, "Oh, she moved during red light." Sick.
No, that's crazy.
One dude was with his mom, and his mom was a fucking asshole. The dude was so nice, and his mom sitting there like, "I want all these kids to burn." Shit was crazy.
Oh, I wrote down boot and rally. Have you ever like drank, thrown up, and then just like, instantly just kept drinking?
Technically, yes, but I'd say it took some time.
I was like in Florida when I went to FSU with Zach. It was like his parents got a table at the bar, and they're like, "You can't leave until like this alcohol is gone." And they had like 2 handles of like one was like tequila, and the other one was vodka. And I wasn't there when this happened.
Handles, 2 handles.
I'm pretty sure it was 2 handles. It might have been a handle and a fifth actually, but basically, their parents left before like any of the shit was gone. They're like, "You need to finish this," and there was a shitload left because there was not that many people there. And supposedly, well, I was not there, but supposedly they were not going to finish it. So Zach was drinking it, and he made himself throw up so that he could drink more of it.
Oh my god.
I was thinking to myself,
That sounds like a Hamilton move, in fairness.
it does. It's right up the fucking alley.
I cop, I'm alright.
No, I'm good. Well, there was a time where he was like down bad. It was like my birthday 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like for the playoff Michigan game,
Mm-hmm.
we were just at this random bar. Like it was after midnight, and it was January 1st, and he was destroyed. Like we took like, have you ever done an Irish car bomb before?
Is that Jaeger and?
It's like
Red
Guinness
Bull?
and Jaeger.
Oh no.
No, it's Guinness and what is it?
Cream.
I think it's like cream.
Is it curdles?
It curdles. So you put so basically you have a shot glass, and you drop it in the
and you
the
gotta drink it
Guinness,
fast,
and you have
right?
to chug it, or else it's gonna get hard. We did like 4 of those, and we were already like we had been drinking the whole day. Like this dude Rob pulled up with a cooler in the back of his truck that probably had enough alcohol to sustain us for like probably 3 days, and Zach was dead. Like he was down horrendously. And he was just laying. There was like a pond by this bar, like in the parking lot out back. He was just laying like right on the edge of the parking lot, close to the pond. And this cop pulls up, and we're like, "Oh fuck, there's like a cop here. Like we need to start moving Zach." So he's like getting up, and the cop's like walking over to them. Was he in his car still, or did he walk over?
He came over.
He walked over from like a parking lot over, and he's like, "Everything going on right here?" And Zach is just like, he's fucking destroyed. But he was like, "Yeah, no, I'm just tired. Like, my ride just got here." And in comes fucking Rob, who's literally drunk as fuck. He's driving his truck in the parking lot. He's drunk as shit. Like, literally hammered. He didn't. Only reason he drove back to the bar, because he had already left. The only reason he drove back is because he drove to the wrong hotel. He didn't know where he was going. And he drove back and he picked up Zach and them with Gary's fucking suitcase because he forgot it in the car. And he was like, Zach just climbed in the. Did he climb in the car? Did you guys Uber eventually?
We Ubered.
Okay, so they got in the car and they got out of the car or something like that.
We didn't want to drive it.
Yeah, for real. And then they Ubered back, and Zach like got in the Uber and supposedly like he just instantly passed out. Like,
No, but he made us put all our masks on. Zach put his over his eyes and just passed out.
and he was snoring.
As soon as we got out of the Uber, like 10 seconds later, he fucking yacked again.
And he like threw up in the stairs of the hotel. Like
It was, yeah.
that was a funny story.
That's awesome.
I don't. How long do you think this has been?
I think I'll bring up one more thing and then I'm kind of good.
I need to just play Fortnite.
Yeah, true. Oh, it's off now.
Shit.
You know, I'm thinking there's been a chick on my TikTok, and her name is Ultimate Lions Fan.
Really?
Yeah,
You're perfect for each other.
I guess. I
What
don't
were we
know.
talking about last podcast? Like, you said, do a girl really fuck with the guy that
Yeah,
roots
true.
for the Lions
I
religiously?
remember that. That was a month ago.
Photographic memory, you know.
Wow.
No,
I got a phone number.
I can't even remember. I can't even remember what I did yesterday.
But like, I don't know whether to hate her because she's the competition for the fridge, or to love her because
You
she's
should start DMing her
honestly.
profusely
Yeah, if she's not 16,
every day.
every day,
every
like,
hour.
14 times a day.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hi.
hey, how you doing?
What's up?
Hey, happy Saturday.
What is the correct thing to send in a DM to a girl?
Yo, sick ass. Let's talk.
Let's talk. Let us talk. Cause like I feel like it's. I mean, for a while I thought it was weird to like DM people, but recently I've been like, why not?
Yeah, it's fair. Might as well shoot your shot.
I just don't. It just is like seems like a weird form of conversation, but at the same time, it's like if you don't have their number or anything, like what the fuck are you supposed to do?
True. What do you think about people who say they can't get drunk on beer?
They're pussies.
I think my main response to that is you're not trying hard enough.
Well, like, I think the argument is it fills you up, but I've never been filled up by alcohol in my life.
No, I definitely have, but like
By what?
Beer in particular.
You've
If
been full?
yes, if you drink it slowly, you're gonna get full. The issue is if you're trying to get drunk and you're drinking beer, just drink it quicker.
I've never been full
Oh, I've been
on
full
a
plenty
liquid
of
ever
times.
in my life, except
Plenty.
water.
Plenty of
'Cause
times.
I drink too much water. I need more of this.
I've been full a bunch of times off beer.
I think we just need to like go full Four Loko because Four Lokos are $2
Yeah, but it tastes horrible.
or $2, like $1.99.
nuts.
It tastes
Those
horrible.
cans are huge.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
It's a 2 beers, but it's
more
triple
like 4
percentage.
beers,
It's
yeah.
like 8 beers.
Shit.
6.5, I think.
Goddamn, Bashar.
Oh yeah, we did the math one time, didn't we?
I feel like Four Lokos should be like the equivalent of Four Handles.
1 4 Loco.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
called Four
honestly.
Loko for a reason.
True.
What alcohol is in a Four Loko?
It's malt. It's like beer. It's brewed. That's why they can make it so
Flavored
cheap.
beer.
It's called battery acid.
Did you know that? Did you know the different regulations? I mean, this is really boring, but you know why High Noon is so expensive?
Because it's like actual
Because
vodka.
it has vodka. Yeah. If you just brew it like a beer, you can charge 10 times less money because there's less regulation.
You know, I had to buy a pack of High Noons recently.
Yeah, but you didn't even get to drink it.
Nope.
All right, Lions. This is a shout out to all my Lions players that are watching this. Most likely all of them. Especially Dan the Gam. You need to wake up. Somebody needs to wake up.
No, we're gonna play well. We're gonna kill the Saints. I don't know why.
But
our
we still
Lions
need to
don't
wake
go
up. We cannot afford to lose to the Packers anymore on Thanksgiving because every time it happens, I want to go walk into the forest, jump onto a tree with a rope, and then jump off the tree.
Anytime we lose to the Packers, it's hell.
That team is
awful.
just dog shit too.
Yeah, it's a bad team, and they were
half.
half injured. Jordan Love just looked like fucking primetime Aaron Rodgers.
Well, our defense, to be fair, makes every quarterback look like they are the best
Great.
player in the entire world.
It's horrible. It sucks.
Like, imagine C.J. Stroud played against the Lions every game. He'd probably be
4,000.
the best quarterback in history.
Fairness, we played against Patrick Mahomes, and we made him look like a bitch, though.
That's actually wild that happened. And then we decided that, well, I guess since then, our entire defensive, like all our corners and safeties have gotten injured.
So is our O-line.
Our O-line doesn't really. Our offense looks fine.
Well, our O-line last game looked horrible,
That's true.
but our O-line in general is the best, but we
There's
literally have
injuries.
had...
Isn't Jonah Jackson out?
There's only one player on our O-line who's played every
Is it Rob
game.
now? Is it Ragnow?
No, it's Penei Sewell.
Oh, he's the GOAT.
Penei Sewell is the only offensive lineman who's played every game.
Arguably one of the best offensive linemen in the NFL.
Arguably the best right tackle in the NFL, yeah.
Easily. But yeah, shout out Lions. Better go crazy next weekend. And
I'm going to watch you guys at the Vikings, so if you want to invite me down to sit courtside. On the
Fieldside.
courtside.
Courtside.
I kind of want to say courtside. Courtside sounds
It
cooler.
sounds better, yeah.
Sounds cooler.
Fieldside,
Down for
courtside.
that. Kyle, any closing remarks?
You got anything to say?
To the Lions fans out there.
Just
Just to
in
anybody.
general.
Just the podcast, man.
Oh,
Keep
shit.
in mind there are 10,000 viewers.
We got 10,000 viewers.
Yeah,
All right,
well,
there's a good chance we got somebody from New York here. This is for the Jet fans. All the Jet fans there, no matter what your age is. You spent your lives, every
Yeah.
waking moment, in pain, in regret, in
Jets.
animosity. To see the world in such a pitch black way is so sad. But don't worry. When Aaron Rodgers comes back,
The Messiah.
This week.
The Messiah.
Aaron Rodgers is back this week, baby.
when he comes back this week, not only will the Jets be playing in Super Bowl in February, but they'll be back again the next year. You know Robert Saleh, when he grows that big ass beard to fit that beautiful bald head, they're going to be unstoppable. I'm telling you, the Robert Saleh beard era is going to initiate a dynasty of Jet Super Bowl victories.
Well said, well said.
I hate Robert Saleh.
I can only
He's probably
imagine
my
being
least
a Jets
favorite
fan.
Robert Saleh is
Very,
probably
what
my
a
least
brilliant
favorite
speech for a
coach.
dog shit organization.
Yeah.
Feel bad for all the Jets fans out there. Sorry, have a beer for us.
Bye, I love you.
Pop,
Bye, I love you.
pop.
Filter doesn't work.
Oh, okay. All right. See how long that was. Podcast done.
Are we rich yet?